The Classic TV channel is your happy trails to golden oldies television from the 1940s through the formative years of the 1950s and 60s. Enjoy restored TV shows Mickey Rooney Show, Groucho Marx, Trouble with Father, Terry and the Pirates, One Step Beyond, Beverly Hillbillies, Bonanza, The Lucy Show, Dick Van Dyke, Annie Oakley, Ozzie and Harriet, The Howdy Doody Show, and many, many more. Binge your night away. So return with us now to those golden days of yesteryear.
I married Joan. What a girl, what a world, what a life. Oh, I married Joan. What a mind, love is blind, what a wife. Giddy and gay, all day she keeps my heart laughing. Never know where her brain has flown. To each his own, can't deny that's why I married Joan. I married Joan.
Look at Brad. I'm going to darn some of your open-toed socks. Brad? Talk to me.
Okay.
Brad, if you have a problem, why don't you talk it over with your wife like other men do?
All right. Now, the crux of this case revolves around a very knotty problem in jurisprudence. Now, according to the federal statutes, it indicates the court must fine for the plaintiff. What do you think, dear?
Well, back to my darning.
All right, honey. You stick to your darning, and I'll stick to the legal problem. I'll get it.
Hi.
Hello.
You must be Mrs. Stevens. I'm Amy Smith from down the street.
Oh, hello, Amy.
I thought I might find my mother here.
No, dear, she went home over an hour ago.
Oh, well, I'll see her when I get home later. Nice to have met you, Mrs. Stevens. Someday I'd like to meet Judge Stevens.
Well, who do you think this is, the upstairs maid?
You mean...
Yes. You may not recognize him without his black robe, but that's Judge Stevens, all right.
Oh, Amy, don't you think I look like a typical judge?
No, not really.
Well, what do you think a judge should look like?
Well, you know, severe and stern.
Severe and stern. Sounds like a delicatessen I used to know.
Well, what I mean is, you look too young to be a judge.
Young? Well, Joni, did you hear that? Too young.
Well, I'm not surprised at all that Amy thinks you look too young to be a judge, because, after all, people who know me, that is, he's my husband, you know, and, well, wouldn't you say that I look too young to be a judge's wife?
Oh, yes, yes. Well, I'd better be going.
All right, dear. I'll show you to the door.
Goodbye, Judge Stevens. And I'm sorry I seem so dumb. Good night, Mrs. Stevens.
Good night, Amy. You know, Brad, I just thought of something.
What's that?
Well, if Amy thinks you look too young to be a judge, there must be a lot of other people who think you look too young, too.
But I am a judge, Joan, and that's what counts.
Yes, but if people don't think you look like a judge...
Well, what could they do about it? Refuse to go to jail if I send them?
Well, you even said the other day yourself that you couldn't understand why you could never get the nomination for Superior Court Justice. But I know why. You look too young.
Oh, Joan, don't be You think so?
Sure, you look like a kid.
Oh, don't be silly, Joan.
We've got to find some way to make you look older.
Now, look, Joan, every time you get one of your ideas, I age overnight.
I got it. You'll grow a mustache.
Oh, no, I won't.
Well, Brad, it's for your career.
Joan, people vote for the man, not the mustache.
Well, they go together. You show me a mustache, and 9 times out of 10, I'll show you a man behind it. Believe me, Brad, I think you owe it to yourself.
Joni, Maybe you got something at that. There couldn't be any other reason that I haven't gotten a nomination. Okay, honey? I'll try it. Oh, yeah. Joni, I'm home.
Oh, hello, lover.
Hello, darling.
Oh, I swear, you get better looking every day. Must be the mustache.
Oh, I don't know. I was a handsome devil before I grew it. What are we gonna have for dinner?
Veal chops.
Oh, good. Right after dinner, I want to go to bed. I'm tired.
Well, no wonder. You just tossed and turned all last night.
Well, I'll take care of that. I'm gonna take one of those pills that Dr. Kurt gave me.
Good. No kidding, Brad. A mustache can do an awful lot to a man. Well, I better see about those chops. What was new and exciting today, dear?
Oh, nothing. Just a couple of dull real estate cases. Oh, yes. Yes, I ran into Henrietta Johnson outside of City Hall.
Oh, that was nice. How does she look?
Oh, fine. And she just couldn't get over how distinguished I look with my mustache. How did she put it? Oh, yes, it does something for me.
Well, it does.
Oh, I had lunch at the Dover today, and guess what happened?
What?
Well, Jill Turner came over to my table just to say how well I looked.
What she did?
Yeah, she came clear across the crowded room just to say hello. She almost knocked the waiter off his feet.
Guess she didn't notice him. He probably didn't have a mustache. Did you run into any other old friends today, dear?
No. Oh, I ran into Susan Bentley. I was walking along the street, and she was on the other side, and she came right over.
But how handsome and distinguished you look with your new mustache.
Yeah, that's right. You know, there must be something to it. She came right through the traffic.
I know her. And if Jill Turner can knock over a waiter, Sue Bentley can knock over a bus.
Joni, don't tell me you're jealous.
Me? Brad, you ought to know I haven't got a jealous bone in my body. Me jealous? Oh,
Well, you don't sound very convincing.
I don't? Me jealous? Ha-ha! Brad,
What, dear?
I've been thinking.
Yeah?
I like you better without a mustache.
You do?
Yes, honey, that's the way you looked when I fell in love with you, and I guess that's the way I'll always like you best.
But, Joan, you...
So how about shaving that ugly old thing off?
Now, look, Joan.
Oh, I don't mean right away, darling. You can do it any time before dinner. So, will you, huh? Will you shave it off, darling?
Well, no, honey, of course not. I'll admit I didn't like it at first, but now I'm used to it, and I like it. I think it's attractive.
Me too, but I don't like what it's attractive.
What?
It's my own fault. I created a Frankenstein.
Joan, is dinner ready?
Yes, monster. Master. Here's some hot milk to take with your pill, dear.
Oh, fine. That'll make me sleep fine.
I hope so, dear.
There you are.
Me and my big ideas. That Henrietta Johnson's got a lot of nerve telling my husband he's handsome. And that's Jill Turner. She wants to tell somebody he's handsome. Why does she tell her own husband? Yeah. She's so crazy about a mustache, why doesn't she grow one herself? Think of it, I believe she has. And that's Sue Bentley. I can just imagine how she must have gushed. Oh, Brad, darling. How simply devastating you look. So chic, so dashing, and so distingué. If I ever catch it. Terrible when telling my husband he's handsome. Oh, I can't blame him, though. He is handsome. let those girls steal my husband. Not over a silly mustache. Wake up, dear. Wake up, darling. Good morning. Oh, honey, have I got a surprise for you?
Oh, surprise. Oh, yeah, I got a surprise I meant to tell you.
You have a surprise for me?
Yeah, well, it was your idea that if I grew a mustache, I might get nomination for Superior Court Judge. And you were right. Guess what? Ed Rushmore called, and he and Johnny Fitzgerald are coming by the house tonight to talk to me. Honey, you don't seem very happy about it.
Oh, but I am. I am.
Yes, I guess it was his mustache that did the trick.
Oh, no wonder, darling. It looks just wonderful on you.
I don't want to seem conceited, but don't you think I bear a striking resemblance to Clark Gable?
Yeah, when he was a boy.
Oh, I guess you can't get used to the new me. Matter of fact, I can't get used to it myself.
Now, darling, you just cover up, dear. I don't want you to catch cold. You're a very important man now.
Joni, what did you want to tell me?
Huh?
Yeah, what'd you wake me up for?
Oh, that. Well, I just wanted to tell you, dear, that it's Saturday morning and you've got 1 extra hour to sleep.
Oh.
7 years?
Oh, I'm so glad that you found what you wanted. That'll be $5.
$5 for just one little mustache?
Lady, that's our price.
Well, I guess this is no time to split hairs.
Thank you. Oh, by the way, here's a tube of adhesive. This is the stuff that makes it stick.
Oh, I forgot about that. Are you sure the stuff will really hold?
Like iron. Once you spread this adhesive on, the only thing that'll take that mustache off is hot water.
Hot water. Well, thank you very much.
Madam, would you like me to wrap it, or would you rather wear it home?
Oh! Time to get up, dear.
Oh, boy. What an extra hour of sleep can do for you, you know? Oh. Say, Joni, look how much it grew last night. Oh.
Well, it just shows you what a full 8 hours sleep can do for you, dear.
Oh, honey, this is going to be our big night. Imagine those fellows from the nominating committee coming to our home, and it was your idea. Boy, I really gotta hand it to you.
Believe me, it's possible. Thank you.
Those look good, huh?
Well, I can't tell you how happy I am you're going to nominate my husband for Superior Court Judge.
Well, we've had this idea under consideration for some time now. Thank you.
Well, I must say, I think you made a wonderful choice. He has every qualification for the job. He's fearless, reliable.
Joni.
He's honest and intelligent.
Joni, you'll break the table.
And if nominated, he'll break your table. Oh, excuse me. You know, I got so carried away. I'm one of Brad's biggest fans.
Never mind, Mrs. Stevens. She's right, Ed. There isn't a better man for the job.
And I'm inclined to agree. I've followed Brad's career since it started, and I've always admired his adult approach and mature judgment.
And he's so distinguished looking. I know he'd definitely get the women's vote.
Well, then it's settled. Brad, we're going to run you for Superior Court Judge.
Just think of it, Brad. Superior Court Judge. Next, maybe Congressman. And then Governor. And after that, the White House. The White House? I'll have to start wearing bangs.
Well, gentlemen, I want to thank you for awarding me the nomination, and I shall do everything in my power to live up to your expectations. Now that the official business is over, Joni, will you serve tea, please?
Oh, of course, dear. And while I'm getting things ready, just keep everything jolly.
I will.
Oh, Judge Stevens, your wife is charming.
You've had a splendid career, Brad, and we all like you very much.
Well, I hope it's only the beginning. Well, dear?
There we are. Miss Jocelyn, Miss Fitzgibbon, Miss Gerald, Mr. Fitzgerald, Mr.
Thank you.
Well, Joan, haven't you forgotten someone?
No, dear, I don't think I really care for any tea. Oh, excuse me. We had a spot of tea the other day, and I forgot to remove the spot. I guess I'll take it out.
No, honey, not the table. I haven't got a cup, honey. There's an extra one up there.
Ah, there it is.
There.
Yes.
You as our candidate, Brad, we're bound to attract many more voters.
And with the respect you have in this district, there shouldn't be any big problems.
Oh, excuse me, won't you just...
Go ahead.
Go on, then.
I'm afraid you can't have any tea, dear. I got my finger stuck in the teapot.
Well, how did you get your finger caught in the spout?
Well, I forgot myself. I thought it was bowling. Oh, honey. It's been the rest of my life going wrong with the tea. I'll never get it out.
Honestly, honey, now listen, will you please serve the guests? I'm embarrassed. Well, you know, she will think out that this happens and on Saturday.
I have a wonderful idea. As long as we're having tea, how about iced tea?
Iced tea? Iced tea?
2 iced teas coming up.
Oh, Joni, honey, please, will you just pour the tea, please?
Well, you want it, Well,
There we are.
Well, my dear, you haven't a thing to worry about. Your husband will win every feminine vote in the district.
My wife's right. With your husband as the candidate, the election's going to be a cinch. Then maybe for once we can find ourselves out of hot water.
it's already stirred.
We'll have to get together pretty soon, Brad, and lay out our campaign.
Yes, I want to talk about that. I really feel that we should.
Thank you so much.
Joan.
More, dear?
No, honey. Joni.
What do you say we meet one day early next week, have lunch together, and settle this
Hold
thing?
it, Ezra. How could I do a thing like that? I forgot to serve straws.
Oh, straws? You drink hot tea through a straw?
Oh, yes, it helps to hold the lemon down. Awfully good for
Oh,
you.
Joni, now stop this nonsense. Come on, let us drink our tea, shall we?
Yeah. You know, friends, I think we should every one of us be very happy. We've finally gotten the kind of candidate that we like.
Yes, it's taken us a long time, but at least we got the man we like.
Yeah.
Brad, I forgot to congratulate you on your nomination, dear. Oh, there you are. Maybe even governor, dear. Governor, you. Governor. The White House team that I enjoyed. Yes, sir, me, you. Congratulations, Brad.
Well, Judge Stevens, your wife certainly is affectionate.
Well, I must say she was never this affectionate until I grew this mustache.
I don't know where the time went. Say, we've got to be running. Come along, kitten.
Well, I'm certainly happy that you all dropped.
Thank you for a wonderful evening.
You must come again sometime.
It's been just wonderful.
Well, thank you.
We'll give you a buzz early next week, Brad.
Do that, Ed, will you?
Oh, by the way, Brad, do me a favor, will you?
Sure.
Shave off that silly-looking mustache. It's liable to cost us a lot of votes.
Oh, I think it was a very successful evening, dear. I hope we made a good impression.
Joni,
Yes, dear.
about my mustache.
What about your mustache?
Well, I'm going to take it off. Ed Rushmore said it would cost me a lot of votes, so I've decided to shave it off.
Would you mind repeating that?
No, honey, I said I'm going to shave my mustache off. Do you mind?
Oh, no. No, I don't mind. In fact, I think it's a wonderful idea. Shave it off.
All right, honey, I'll do it right now.
Wait a minute, Brad. It's very late, you know, and why bother shaving before going to bedtime?
But,
Well, you'll only have to shave again in the morning, dear.
But,
I'll tell you what now, you're very tired, and you need a very good night's sleep, so, why don't you take one of those pills the Dr. Kurt gave you again?
Oh, no, honey, I'll sleep fine as long as I'm going to shave it off. I might as well do it right now.
Brad, I want to have a little talk with you, dear. You see, you're a very important man now. A candidate for Superior Court judge. Well, you can't shave yourself.
What nonsense. I know a Supreme Court justice who shaves himself.
Oh, but you're going to be a governor, congressman. Who can tell how far you might go? And for a man who's practically in the White House, you have no business shaving yourself.
Well, it's...
Take care of that right away, dear.
I know, Joni, but are you sure you can do it?
Why, honey, I can shave you in your sleep. My sleep. Now, just stay right there, dear. I'll get everything.
Oh, this is absolute. I'm not going to...
Here we are, dear. Now, I'll have this fixed up in no time. There, I'll bet that Supreme Court judge that you know doesn't have a wife like me. There we are. There. Next, please. Oh,
Joni, hey, you're a wonderful barber. This is the closest shave I've ever had.
you and me both. Oh, you look so pretty now.
Love her.
I married Joan. What a girl, what a world, what a life. Oh, I married Joan. What a mind, love is blind, what a wife. Giddy and gay, all day she keeps my heart laughing. Never know where her brain has flown. To each his own. Can't deny that's why I married Joan. I married Joan. What a girl, what a world, what a life. Oh, I married Joan. What a mind, love is blind, what a wife. Giddy and gay, all day she keeps my heart laughing. Never know where her brain has flown. To each his own. Can't deny that's why I married Joan. I married Joan.
Oh, I think I'm gonna die, Brad.
Joni, it's just a simple head cold. Will you stop making such a fuss over it?
fuss? I'm practically at death's door. You have no sympathy for me.
Joni, I took your temperature. It's normal. Stop being such a hypochondriac and making it 10 times as bad as it is.
I have pneumonia, that's what.
Look, Joni, it's Saturday, my day off. Will you let me relax?
Probably even double pneumonia.
You have nothing.
Let's confine this discussion to my cold. I have probably even more than double pneumonia. I have the large economy-sized pneumonia. And you don't care if I live or die.
Live or die. Joni, don't be ridiculous.
Ridiculous? Yeah, well, I heard of a woman who had a cold just like mine, ignored it, was driving to the market one day to do her shopping. Suddenly she was gone, just like that.
Really?
Yeah, she sneezed turning a corner and ran into a truck.
Joni, will you stop acting like a baby over a minor ailment? You have a little head cold, no temperature, and you act like you're dying.
Well, I am dying. And if I do, remember, I'm mad at you. I don't even want you at my funeral. Stay away. You're not welcome. Don't come to it.
Please, Joni. I'm sorry, dear. I love you, and you're my baby, and I'm sorry if I sounded unsympathetic.
All right. You can come to my funeral. Oh, I think I'm gonna die. If that's for me, honey, I don't even want to talk. I haven't got the strength.
Hello? What? Oh, Mabel? What, you and the girls are expecting Joan over to play bridge? Oh, no, she couldn't possibly play bridge. No, she's sick. She's practically dying. Oh, no.
Wait, Brad. I think I just passed the crisis. Oh, let me tell you. Hello, Mabel. Gee, I forgot all about our bridge game this afternoon. Oh, well, it'll take more than a little head cold to keep me away from a bridge game. All right, honey, I'll get dressed and come right over. See you later.
Molly, you certainly made an astonishing recovery for someone who was at death's door a few minutes ago.
Yeah, well, it was courage, honey. The will to live. The will to carry on. The will to...
Play bridge.
Oh, Brad, you make me so mad. You just wait till you get sick sometime and you want a little sympathy from me. Well, you're not going to get it. And furthermore, I've changed my mind.
About what?
You can't come to my funeral. Brad, where are you, honey? I won the bridge prize. 6 crocheted pot holders. Went for a walk in park. We'll be home for dinner. Love. I'll bet he went to the zoo, the little Dickens. Oh, he's just a boy at heart, that one. Who can that be?
Oh.
Whoa, what happened?
Joan.
Brad, dear,
Joan.
what happened?
Oh,
Was he hit by a car and a bus knock him down, an elephant step on him? What happened to my boy?
Look, lady, we're a couple of attendants at the zoo, and all we know is that this fella slipped on a banana peel that Peggy the chimp threw out of her cage.
So he twisted his foot a little bit. So what? So why all the screaming?
It twisted my foot. It's smashed. It's broken.
Oh, I see. He twisted his foot a little. And now he's making a big fuss about it. A real hypochondriac, huh?
Yeah, look, lady, where do you want us to put Junior?
Well, you can put the little darling on the couch there.
All right, now, fellas, watch it. It's in pain. Well, watch it. Just down, easy.
Oh, thanks, fellas. I'm awfully sorry, but that's how he is. He's always making something seem 10 times worse than it is.
Yes, I know the type. There's one like him in the Army in every outfit.
Yeah, come on, man.
Goodbye.
Well, thanks a lot.
Oh, Joni, my foot. It's throbbing. Call Dr. Griswold's a bone. Oh, it's throbbing, so maybe blood poisoning is setting in.
Brad, you've got a simple little sprain. Now, will you stop making such a big fuss about it?
Fuss about it? Here I am half dying. Have you no sympathy for me? Oh.
Now, where did I hear that before? There's something very familiar about this situation.
Joni, call Dr. Griswold.
Oh, yes, I was sick. And you accused me of being a baby, remember?
Oh, it's probably broken. That's it. It's broken.
Bradley, It's Saturday, my day off. Please let me relax.
All right. I'll call him myself. You just don't believe that I'm hurt, that I'm in pain, that's all.
I just think you're being a big baby like you accused me of being.
Oh, all right, here. I'll show you. Hello? Dr. Griswold, please. Yes. Hello, doctor. This is Brad Stevens. Oh, fine, thanks. What am I saying? If I were fine, I wouldn't be calling you. Look, doctor, I think I broke my foot. What? Oh, yeah, yes, I can hobble to the car. All right, fine. Goodbye. Joan, he said for you to drive me to Lucerne Hospital, have the x-rays taken, and he'll meet us there. That's... Aren't you going to help me up?
Oh, all right, Brad. Are you going to look like a fool when those x-rays are developed? You hypochondriac, you.
Oh, Joan. Oh, honey, it hurts. It hurts.
Come now. Oh, hello, Doctor.
Hello, Joan. That sedative I gave him certainly put him out, didn't it?
Well, I should say it did. He's only got a simple little sprain. I don't know why he had to knock
But, Joan, your husband is a very brave man. The little complaining he did and the calm he showed under the circumstances are quite commendable. He must have been in considerable pain.
What do you mean?
Well, according to these x-rays, your husband has 3 broken toes in his right foot, 1 transverse fracture and 2 spiral fractures.
You mean he's really hurt?
Well, it's as bad a foot as I've seen in a long time.
Oh, and I didn't believe him. I made fun of him and called him a baby.
Oh, that's too bad. He must have been in terrible pain.
I didn't believe him. I made fun of him and...
Why don't you just let him rest a while? We'll be setting the bone soon, and you can come back tomorrow and...
Oh, but I couldn't possibly leave like this. Not after the way I acted and the things that I said. I'll have to apologize.
But, Joan, he's under a sedative. You couldn't possibly do anything for him.
No, I must apologize, Doctor. Brad, dear. Brad, honey. I'm sorry. Brad!
Please.
Brad, honey, you just... Brad, I'm so sorry, darling. Sweetie, please wake up. I want to tell you how sorry I was. Brad, I'll tell everybody that you got a sore foot now. It'll never happen again, Brad. Brad, you've got to believe me. Brad!
Joan, just keep quiet. This is a hospital.
I'm not getting through to this boy. Brad! I'm sorry, honey. Brad! Oh, please, I'm sorry. Brad, I didn't know that you were there.
Hi, dear.
Oh, thanks, Mabel, for coming over and keeping me company. You know, this is the first night that Brad and I have ever been separated since we've been married. And I'll just never be able to forgive myself for the way I acted today. Oh, poor Brad lying there in the hospital suffering since early this afternoon. And, well, I told him he was making a big fuss about nothing. And now he's lying there, critically ill, with 3 broken toes.
But, Joni, broken toes aren't so terrible. You're getting yourself all worked up about nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? Brad's really hurt, and I didn't believe him. I poo-pooed him. Well, I'll never poo-poo him again. I learned my lesson. I pooed my last poo. I'll never poo again. Poo.
Well, Joni, you can see him tomorrow morning and explain.
But tomorrow morning will be too late. They don't know how to take care of him. Supposing he gets sick or something.
But Joni's in the hospital.
So what? Do they know that he's allergic to aspirin like I do? Do they know that he's taking a spring tonic now every morning? Do they know that he likes to sleep in only silk pajamas? No. Mabel, I'm going to hospital.
You mean now?
Yes, Brad needs me. Why, it's a matter of life and death.
Thank you, Robert. Madam! May I help you?
No, I don't think so. I'm going to see Judge Stevens. He's in room 407. I know where it is. Thank you.
I'm sorry, madam, but visiting hours are from 6 to 8:30. It's after 10 now.
I know, but it's very important that I see him.
I'm terribly sorry. Visiting hours are over.
But I'm Mrs. Stevens. I'm his wife.
Madam, it wouldn't make any difference to me if you were his father.
It may not make any difference to you, but it certainly would make a great deal of difference to me. I wouldn't want to be his
Mrs.
father.
Stevens,
I'm very
we have
happy.
rules and regulations here that must be obeyed. Your husband is not on the critical list, so no visitors after 8:30.
Well, there's something that I must explain to him. You see, he broke 3 toes, and I wasn't very sympathetic. So
No visitors after 8:30.
Yes, but it's very important. You see, I have a spring tonic in here, and his silk pajamas, and a few little things.
No visitors after 8:30.
Come on, we're late. He says he likes to sit on grapefruit. Hi, Miss Ezra.
Evening, Charlie. Mrs. Stevens! Visiting hours are over, and that's final. You may as well go home.
But it's very important that I see my husband.
Go home!
Brad.
Joan, what are you doing here?
Shh. I'm a patient.
A patient? Well, what's the matter?
Nothing, dear, but you should have heard the list of symptoms I gave that doctor. I'm supposed to be isolated down in room 418.
Joni, what's this all about?
Well, honey, I had to pretend that I was sick so I could get a room here.
For what?
Well, first, I just had to tell you how sorry I was for the way that I acted, dear. I really didn't know that you were so badly hurt.
Oh, it isn't so bad.
Oh, honey, don't you worry. I'm going to make it all up to you when you get home. I'm going to wait on you hand and foot and toes.
Oh, well.
And besides, if you're sick, you know that I'm the only one that knows how to take care of you. Look, honey, I brought your spring tonic and your silk pajamas. And what you've never gone to sleep without.
Joni, you mean?
Yes, your sardine sandwich.
Of course I do love
It'll
her.
never happen again, darling, you poor... Somebody's coming.
Well, that must be the nurse. She's bringing me a sleeping pill.
Oh, well, I can't let her find me here. I'm supposed to be isolated. I better hide, honey. Push over, dear.
Joni, this is a single room.
It is? Oh. Are you comfortable?
Huh.
And how are you feeling, Mrs. Hotchkiss?
I feel fine, and I'm not going to have the operation.
Oh, now, we've been all through this, and they'll be ready for you in a few minutes.
It's my gallbladder, and I'm keeping it.
Dr. Matthews wants your gallbladder out. Your son wants your gallbladder out, so does your daughter.
Well, I'm not worried about their gallbladders. Why should they worry about mine?
No, Mrs. Hotchkiss.
I am not going to have the operation. Don't bother sending anyone up here for me, because I'm not going with them.
Now, please, Mrs. Hotchkiss, they'll be here in a few minutes to take you up to surgery. I have to take the sleeping pill next door.
I'm not going anywhere with anyone, and neither is my gallbladder.
Here comes the nurse.
Yes?
Oh, how do you do? Excuse me for barging in like this, but, well, I didn't want that nurse to see me. You see, my husband's in the next room.
But you're a patient here, too, aren't you?
Yes, I'm in room 418. My husband and I got sick together. We do everything together. We're very close. My, isn't this a lovely room you have here? I wish I had it. Then I'd be right next to my husband.
Oh, isn't that too bad? I'll tell you what, my dear. I'll change rooms with you.
Change rooms? Oh, I couldn't let you do that.
Oh, my dear, it'll make me so happy. I insist. Oh, I mean, it doesn't make any difference to me, and then you'll be right next to your husband.
Oh, well, that certainly is kind of you, Miss...
Oh, Hotchkiss.
Hotchkiss.
Oh, will you let me have my wrapper?
Yes. Well, what about the hospital, though? They might not like this.
Oh, I don't care if they do. I'll get even with them for that horrible dinner tonight. 418, you said?
Yes, it's right down the hall.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wasn't that sweet of her? Brad, guess what? I've got the room right next door. Now, if you need anything, dear, just wrap right on the wall.
Oh, Joni. Wow, I can feel those bones knitting together already. A little ahead of myself.
Well, good night, darling.
Good night.
If you need anything, remember, right in here. Good night.
Here, she's in room 406, Charlie.
Okay, come on, Sam.
Oh, just a minute, boys. This patient, Mrs. Hotchkiss, she might give you a little trouble. She's absolutely set against the operation.
Oh, another one of those.
Well, she's a little eccentric. But Dr. Matthews says whatever you have to do to get her to the operating room, do it.
Gotcha.
If she kicks up too much of a fuss, give her a shot.
Right, come on, Sam.
Okay.
Oh, well, in case of fire.
Ooh. Wake up!
You'll have to get up now.
What do you want?
You know very well what we're here for. Dr. Matthews wants to take out Mrs. Hotchkiss's naughty old gallbladder.
Yes?
You're not going to make a fuss, are you?
Well, of course not. As far as I'm concerned, you can take out Mrs. Hotchkiss's gallbladder anytime.
Good. Come on, Tom.
Now, why should they tell me about Mrs. Hotchkiss's gallbladder? Why'd they tell Mrs. Hotchkiss, the woman that was in here? Oh, they think that I'm...
Let's slip on our little cart, Mrs. Hotchkiss.
Boys, I've got news for you. I'm not Mrs. Hotchkiss.
So you're not Mrs. Hotchkiss?
No, in fact, there's nothing wrong with me at all. I'm just visiting my husband. He's not well.
Oh, I see.
Now, I tell you what you do. You go down the hall to room 418. There's a woman there named Mrs. Stevens. Take out her gallbladder. She's Mrs. Hotchkiss.
Lady, let's not have any trouble. On the wagon, please.
But I'm not Mrs. Hotchkiss.
Yes. We know you're not Mrs. Hotchkiss, but we think you've got her gallbladder. That's what we're after. Now, come on.
This crazy scooter. I'm gonna let you have it, fella. No.
saved us some trouble.
Oh, wait a minute. We've made a mistake. This is not Mrs. Hodgkiss.
Huh? This is 406, ain't it?
Yes, but Mrs. Hodgkiss switched rooms. I just found her in 418.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, what we almost done.
Well, we better get this lady back in bed.
We'll get Mrs. Hodgkiss up to surgery. I'll take care of her.
Okay.
Wake up, dear. Come on, over you go. Had a girl. Over you go. Wake up. Wake up. Here you are. How do you feel now?
Where am I? Oh, it hurts. Oh, they took out my gallbladder. Oh, and all those stitches. Oh. What an operation. No stitches. It must have been an inside job.
With this cast, I'll be able to get along fine. Well, it'll be great to get home and forget all about hospitals.
You said it, darling.
Morning, folks.
Oh, hello, Doctor.
Hello, Doctor. How are you feeling, Joan?
Oh, fine, great.
Oh, you can go home now, Brad.
Home. Gosh, Brad, after the terrible time I had trying to be near you, won't it be wonderful being home together?
I'm afraid you're not going anywhere, Joan.
Huh?
The hospital psychiatrist wants to have a little talk with you.
I married Joan. What a girl.